This is the student presentation. That's the joint. That's this kind of joint, the fun joint. No, that's from my Miss Beth youth. So if anybody else ever wants to, try to do something, run a little student workshop, feel free. Put your hand up. We reserve the right to say yes or no, but depends on the curriculum. But I thought this week might be a bit serious, so a bit of fun would be good. And I vaguely remember the conversation about us trying to remedy this. There had been a view, and I don't think it's such a pervasive view now, that Feldenkrais was a very individualistic thing, because it was all about self-care, and I learned to look after myself, blah, blah, blah. Whereas you actually read some of Feldenkrais's teachings, he actually wanted this to mean that we were better humans in society, not better individuals for our own sake, but actually better components of society. And so, and I probably said this before, quite a few of the ATMs in Amherst end up with a group role or a group something or other, so that there is this kind of flavour of broadening your attention out to, like you did in the improv stuff, who's next door to you, and then coordinating with them in many ways. And so we are trying to pay attention to this notion that one of his dreams was about integration in community, not just me functioning better in my life, us functioning better in our lives, and in the lives that we share with other people. And the thing that Jenny brought up yesterday about, when the two I's become a we kind of thing, that systems way, in that FI, how do you foster that from an ATM point of view, which can be very, there's a bit of a sword to being very good for self-efficacy. It means that you're very good at self-efficacy. How do you generate that community efficacy is another thing. So that's why it's such a good opportunity to interact. I mean, because you've never been in a Feldenkrais training format, Anastasia was in a very cohesive group as well. You are an incredibly cohesive group, which is fantastic for us. It makes our life a lot easier. And you don't know how, because you haven't got anything to compare it to, the strength of the peer learning that's happening here and outside of the segment is incredible. And I mean, I've kind of alluded to the fact that normally I don't like online sessions, but I look forward to our monthly one just to kind of hear what you guys have been up to. Like the learning that you do without us. If I had an ego, I'd be pissed off because you're learning without us. But because I don't have an ego, I'm joyous, because there's nothing better for a teacher to feel redundant. When the learning continues, whether we're here or not. Actually, in all honesty, it's a fantastic. That is, you cannot ask for a better demonstration of the disposition of embodied learners than a group continuing to learn weekly, like you do. So I didn't mean to get all sooky, but I'm a bit sooky. So that's by way of thank you, and this sort of group dynamic that maybe you take for granted, maybe you don't. I don't know. Yes, you can do a little quick ad.
Good. Philippa and I and Narayan are going out to dinner tomorrow. So if anyone would like to join us, please put it in your diaries. Yeah. Well, we saw a Moroccan. We don't know exactly what it's called, but it's Moroccan.
Moroccan in Box Hill?
No. You have to catch a tram up Whitehorse Road to stop 53, and it's about 10 minutes on the tram, do you think? No, but it's easy to get back to Box Hill if you'd like to come. Oh, no, we have, because we don't know how many. But we sort of had our eye on it. It's a little bit hang loose, organic, but, you know, roll with it type of thing.
Linda, I love the way you said that. All right, good job. Okay, so we're going to continue on with some FI explorations around the standing leg, and we're going to, I might demonstrate on the floor today.